Hello and welcome to Monday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic. Well, I hope this will be Monday's edition. I am recording this incredibly late for me. It's now 5:45 in the evening. I never normally leave it this late. And we're going to be taking a look at this puzzle called Kritzeleien by Myxo. I think Kritzeleien might mean Doodles in German. Forgive me if that's wrong. Apparently this is a wonderful puzzle. I think it's new, but we've had about 12 recommendations for it in the last 24 hours. And Myxo is such a brilliant setter. And I think this is a return from a hiatus in setting. So I'm no doubt we're in for a treat. I found it on Logic Masters. It had 3 stars out of 5 for difficulty, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed it won't be a monster. But why am I recording this so late? Well, I've actually been at a memorial service today for an old golfing friend of mine, and it was it was a really heartwarming event. Actually, it wasn't maudlin at all. It was a celebration of a great guy who lived a great life, and who gave golf an awful lot, and the game gave it back to him as well. And actually, during the service, there was a poetry reading done beautifully of John Betjeman's poem Seaside Golf, and I realised, although I read poems on the channel from time to time, I've never read that one, which is totally and utterly remiss of me, because it's such a gorgeous poem, sort of redolent of the seaside. You can almost smell the salt in the air when you hear it. So I thought, as my own little tribute to an old friend, I would read it to you. So this is Seaside Golf by John Betjeman. How straight it flew, how long it flew, it cleared the rutty track, and soaring disappeared from view beyond the bunker's back. A glorious sailing, bounding drive that made me glad I was alive. And down the fairway far along it glowed a lonely white. I played an iron, sure and strong, and clipped it out of sight, and spite of grassy banks between, I knew I'd find it on the green. And so I did. It lay content 2 paces from the pin, a steady putt, and then it went, oh most surely in. The very turf rejoiced to see that quite unprecedented 3. Ah, seaside smells from sandy caves, and time and mist in whiffs, incoming tide, Atlantic waves slapping the sunny cliffs, lark song and sea sounds in the air, and splendour, splendour everywhere. Now, what else can I tell you about today? Well, Mark and I are streaming later. We are returning, perhaps for the very last time, to the game Blueprints, so if you want to say in whether or not we should continue with Blueprints, do join us, 10 PM UK time. I shall try and remember to put a link on the screen. We'd love to have your company if you're around, and we'll see how we get on. We did get to room 46, so quite what's going to happen in the game now, we don't know. Over on Patreon, the competition for the month of September has now closed, but if you did get stuck on any of the puzzles in Blobz's Back to the Future Sudoku hunt, then solution videos will avail you now. So do check those out, and hopefully they will explain everything. Oh, and the only other thing to mention is the new Worms apps that we've got out. So to join the original Worms apps, which were sort of collections of puzzles by James Sinclair and Marty Sears, we now have a collection of puzzles by Phistomefel and by Michael Lefkowitz, Juggler, of course. So just super, and we've been getting some great feedback for those. So do check them out if you have a few minutes spare. Now, let's do some birthdays. Shelby, it's your 30th birthday today. Well, I think today. Your partner Denzel wrote to us, not revealing the date of the birthday, but suggesting that if I said happy birthday today, it might be correct. So I hope that's right. Denzel says that you're his best friend, an incredible human and mother, And I think the two of you both watch the channel, so thank you both for doing that. And Shelby, I hope you have a great birthday today with, of course, heavily iced chocolate cake. I'm late with the next one, although I'm not sure it was entirely my fault. This was Saturday's birthday. Alex, you turned 27, and I know this because your fiancée Kelsey wrote to us, describing you as the most wonderful person, and noting that the two of you will be married when you hit your next birthday. So I hope that your birthday went well. I hope there was cake, and I hope, of course, the wedding goes well in due course. Next, Antoine, you've turned 43, and I know this because your wife, is it Ola? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Basically wrote a paean to you, just an describing you, Antoine, as an amazing person, a wonderful husband, a genius chemist, somebody with the kindest heart of anyone she's ever met. And I think the two of you are moving from Vienna to Frankfurt soon for your new job, Antoine. So I hope the move goes well. I hope the new job goes well, and many, many happy returns of the day. Now, next, Celine. You've turned 28 today, and I know this because your friend Alina wrote to us. I think you're in Würzburg, Celine, and I think Alina may have moved away from Würzburg or has moved to a different part of Germany. I think. I may be wrong about that. But Alina wrote amusingly about the fact that you pretty much share a brain, and you met 10 years ago on your undergraduate studies in Bavaria. That must be a great place, actually, to be an undergrad. I'm a big fan of the city of Munich, and especially the Bavarian Alps. So, anyway, Celine. Alina said, in the event of her untimely demise, she is leaving to you her treasured book collection, which I presume is some sort of in-joke, and she's guaranteeing you extra chocolate cake when the two of you meet up again in October. So enjoy that. And Celine, happy birthday. Oh, and then finally, I'm not sure when this birthday was, but Dominic sent us a picture, which I thought was great. This is his cheesecake for his birthday, and his kids decorated it Sudoku style, not Gangnam style, Sudoku style. Much cooler. Yeah, I thought I would share that with you. That's very cool. I'm not sure if it's solvable. I'm not quite... Oh, you might be able to make out all of the numbers, actually. Yeah, I haven't thought very carefully about it, but it could be a real Sudoku, that. So Dominic, thank you for sending that in. It amused me. And now, with all that said and done, let's have a look at Kritzeleien, I think. Doodles by Myxo. The rules are fairly straightforward, actually, today. We've got normal Sudoku rules applying. So we've got to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row. Whoops, every column and every 3x3 box. And I get a given digit, look, which I'll now no doubt ignore because I don't tend to see black given digits for some reason, because all the numbers I normally get are in blue. And it's so rare for me to be given digits nowadays. Anyway, then we've got region sum lines. So box borders divide blue lines into segments. The digits on each segment of the same line must sum to the same total. So let's look at this line. I was going to say actually all the lines are the same, but they're not. They almost look like musical notes, don't they? So the box borders divide the line. So that's a segment. That's a segment. That's a segment. And those two are a segment. So that line divides into four segments. And what the rule is saying is that these two digits, we're going to sum them up. Let's say we get x. Then this would be sum to x, this would sum to x, so in fact they would be the same digit. And those two would sum to x as well. So that's how region sum lines work. And then Renban, digits on pink lines form a non-repeating consecutive sequence in any order. So if this cell, I tried to make it a 1 and I failed by making it green. Here's a 1. If this was a 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6-cell line, so it has to contain the digits 1 to 6 because it must contain the digits consecutive with 1. So, and these can be in any order. I mean, that's one possible order, but you just have to make sure they're a consecutive, non-repeating sequence, and you're good to go. do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, no, what I was about to say isn't true. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's going to be something to do with middly digits, is it this? The reason I say that is that I think all of these Renban lines are 6 cells long. Now, if we think about taking a consecutive series of 6 Sudoku digits, those digits are always going to include the digits 4, 5 and 6, aren't they? Because even if we start from 1, we'll get up as high as 6. And if we start with a 9, if we put 9 on any of these lines, then we'll go down to 4. So 4, 5 and 6 must be... Well, okay. You see, I think that might mean that's a 4, 5, 6 triple. That might be wrong. But the logic for that is the following. I know that these lines contain 4 4s. 4 5s, and yeah, these are a 4, 5, 6 triple, aren't they? Because the lines contain 4 4s, 4 5s and 4 6s. Now I can put 1 4 in this row on the lines. I can put 1 4 in this row on the lines, and I can put 1 4 in this row on the lines. I cannot put 2 4s in any one row because I'll break Sudoku rules. So there must be 1 4 in those cells. But that logic I just applied to 4s applies equally to 5s and equally to 6s. So they are a 4, 5, 6 triple straight off the bat. And 4, 5 and 6 have to occupy 3 of those 5 cells. Sorry, I don't quite see what that's doing. And then, well, we've got 3 region sum line shapes. These sort of musical notes here, they are all exactly the same, aren't they? Or are... No, I think they are. I think they all have exactly the same property. They sort of have 2 digits that are the same. Because, well, no, let me explain. I mean, I think this is exactly what we just did when we did the example. So if we technically split up this line into its 4 segments, the crucial thing to realize is that these 2 digits have to be the same. This is a segment and this is a separate segment. So those 2 digits effectively become, let's call it green. Now, right, okay, actually that is very interesting. So let's just focus on this left-hand one. But I think this logic's going to apply for these other 2 musical notes as well. What are the possible candidates for green? Is the question I think we should ask. I'm just the reason I'm hesitating slightly is I really don't want this one to be the same, but I'm slightly worried about those 2 digits. So sorry, let me just try and articulate what I'm seeing here. Now, the green digit, whatever it is, definitely cannot be on the 6-cell Renban below it, because imagine this was 6. We know that having 6 in these 2 positions knocks 6 off the Renban. So that's absolutely impossible, because we know this Renban, indeed we know this is the same for all of the pink lines, has to contain the digits 4, 5 and 6. Now, could this be lower than 4? The answer is no, because clearly if these were 2 or 1, well, let's look at 2. That would imply those 2 orange digits summed to 2. That's not going to work. Now 3 is slightly more interesting, but equally challenged, because if these were 3, this would be a 1-2 pair, and what would this digit be? Because these would need to be a 1-2 pair as well to add up to 3, and we'd have too many of the same digit in column 2. So that doesn't work. Now what that means, and that logic survives transplantation to this musical note and this musical note, doesn't it? They're all exactly the same They all have exactly the same property. They have a 6-cell pink line sitting directly beneath them. So these digits are 7, 8 or 9. These digits... Oh, whoopsie, I didn't mean to bring up a menu. Those digits are 7, 8, 9, and those digits are 7, 8, 9. And now probably we need new colours, because those... Obviously, this is now a 7, 8, 9 triple. So these are all different. Oh, I don't know if I can get away with blue. Actually, let's try and pick a reasonable colour. I can go red there, and then maybe I'll go yellow here and delete these. Yeah, that's quite stark, isn't it? But yeah, but here right now, this is where I'm going to run into trouble, though, isn't it? Because am I not going to get exactly the same? Here, it's a different shape, but I think it's got the same. Oh no! No! I see. It's beautiful. This is Myxo, right? So I would have had exactly the same problem if this had been a musical note shape. But because it's sort of a Harry Potter scar shape, it's a little bit different. Because, well, let's go through it. Could these two digits, which have to be the same, be 4? No, because this contains 4, 5, and 6. Could these be 7, 8, and 9? No, there's a 7, 8, 9 triple looking at them. So this digit has to be a 1, 2, or a 3. But it's the sum of two different digits. So actually, I think that must be what we're meant to do. And this works because the Harry Potter scar doesn't have quite the same shape. So we don't run into this sort of 1, 2 problem we'd run into in column 2 or column 6 or column 8. Right. Now, let me just mull this over, because the first thing I'm seeing here is that 3 is now not on this Renban, which makes me want to sort of pencil mark it. But the way I'd have to pencil mark it is I now know that this Renban is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, isn't it? Because it can't have a 1, 2 or a 3 on it, and yet it must be 6 different digits. So, what does that mean? I mean, I could do this, but it feels completely ridiculous to do that. I don't want to do that unless I really have to. I don't really understand what I'm meant to do with that. I mean, am I meant to do Sudoku? Sort of, I can see there's a red down there, a green down here, and a yellow down there. So yellow could very well be 8. Oh no, no, that doesn't. I was thinking, no, what I was thinking is wrong. I was going to say I was thinking this one can't be 7. Because these two digits would have to sum up to 7, and for some reason I was putting this 3 in this box, and I was going to say there was no way of doing that. I mean, actually, if this was 7, this couldn't be 1, 6 or 2, 5. It would be 3, 4, which would be a very particular way round. Oh, and whichever one of these is 7, that's going to have a line that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beneath it. So, what does that mean? I don't know. Oh, Bobby's faces. I think this is going to be totally obvious. I will say that. I just know that my brain is not seeing something. I've got that devil on my shoulder. I wish it would go away. Where it's obvious. Only you can't see it. Only you're stupid, Simon. You're the only stupid one. Oh no, it's not these, is it? Oh no, it's not actually. I was going to say because these can't be 4, 5, or 6. Ah, that one. Yeah, what's this one? Because that also can't be 1 or 2. So this is either, it is either 3 which it could be, which is rotten. Or it's 7 or 8. It can't be 9 because we can't make these two digits only add up to, say, 9. If this was 9, these should be 10s at least. Oh, no, hang on. What's this digit? That's at least a 4. Aha, there we go. That's it, isn't it? Yes, that is it. Right, I should have seen this and I didn't. So if I pencil mark this digit, you can see it's at least a 4. This digit we've just said is at least a 3, and if it's not 3, it suddenly jumps to 7, which is going to be too big. So this is 3. Now, that doesn't actually mean, I thought that was going to mean that was 4, but that doesn't follow at all. That could be 4, 5 or 6. 3, oh, there's a chance for a 3 in the corner down here. I mean, it's quite likely there'll be a 3 on the sort of croquet hoop here. No, no, hang on. Oh. Wait a sec. Yeah, the digit. Oh, there is something here, isn't there? So the digit 9, whichever one of green, red or yellow is 9, it's knocking 9 off its associated pink line. But then whichever one is 8, that is also knocking 9 off its pink line. Because if you can't put 8, say, on this line, you certainly can't put 9 on it because it's meant to be a consecutive sequence. So none of these can have... Oh yeah, that is interesting. So I'm now claiming that none of those, whatever their associated green, red or yellow number is, none of those contain the digit 9. This is it. Right, so where is 9 in row 7? It can't go in those cells. Now, that means it's in one of those cells. And I don't know which one it is. But now, where's 9 in row 6? Because in row 6, same thing again. I can't put 9 on the croquet hoop or on Harry Potter scars. And I can't repeat 9 on a pink line. So that's a 9, which means yellow is not 9 now. Now, does that do anything profound? Yes or no? Yeah, and actually, I need to go back to the thought that started me thinking about 9s as well. So this is even more likely to be 8 now. Oh, I can hear children. Oh, because I'm recording this so late. Right, hang on. Let's get rid of the absence of 9 marker. 9 can't go. Yeah. Why do I look here when I should look here? That's a good question, and I don't know the answer, but I wish I'd looked here first. Okay, so I was looking here, and I was thinking about where 9 was going, and I noted it couldn't go on a line, because again, it's the same for all these lines. We can't put 9 on any of these lines, because that would imply that red, yellow, or green was higher than 9. So 9 in box 3 is in one of those, but look at where 9 is in box 5. It's there. It is red. It's become red. Which, does that mean it's there? I don't know. I'm not sure. So these are not 9. Yeah, okay, but let's just go back briefly to the question that what got me thinking about this was the fact that 3, it was whether 3 could go in the corner. And then I started to think about whether 9 could go on any of the red lines. It's on this one, but it can't go on the ones that sit below yellow, red and green, because 9 at least is knocked off it. Now once you knock 9 off a pink line, and it's a 6 cells consecutive sequence, then those 3 lines must have 3 on them, mustn't they? So actually there isn't going to be a 3 in the corner here or here, because this must have 3 on it. This must have 3 on it, which actually has to be in one of those 3 cells, because there's a 3 here. Now, where's 3 in row 9? And the answer, this is a brilliant puzzle. It's just brilliant. Now, where's 3? Now, oh, we could have got that a different way. 3, there's the 3 by Sudoku is in this domino here. That is another truth that we have discovered. This can no longer be 6, can it? Because this can't add up to 9 anymore. So this one also has to have 2 on it, I think. Because this one is lacking a 7 or an 8, as is this one, so this one has to have 2 on it. I'm unsure whether I'm meant to be focusing on high digits or low digits. That is a question that I am currently wrestling with. Come on, Simon, how do we do? Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Actually, is it? Oh, I see. It's this box. It's okay. I think it's just this 8, isn't it? Yeah. It's a very clever puzzle. It's just beautiful. Right, yellow. I don't know whether yellow is 8 or 7, but clearly it's knocking 8 or 7 off this Harry Potter scar. Now, whether it's knocking 8 or 7 off the Harry Potter scar, if it's knocked 7 off it, it's also knocked 8 off it, because once 7 is off it, you can't have a consecutive sequence that involves an 8. So there is no 8 on this Harry Potter scar. So 8 in this box goes exactly where? It can't go on the line, because even if we partnered it up with a 1, these should then add up to at least 9. So 8 is yellow, 7 is green, which means this is a 4, which means 7 is in one of those cells. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, look at this. So now I've got 7 in these cells. So the croquet hoop is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But these cells are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means the only place you can put 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the croquet hoop are in the bottom part of it. The top part of it's got to be a 5, 6 pair. These have got to be 8 or 9 by Sudoku, and we know that we've already got 9 on this one. So that's 8. That's 9. Oh, okay, maybe I bet you I could have done that by Sudoku some other way, but I did it my way. That's an 8. Oh, that's huge. That's an 8 by Sudoku. So this is a 1. That's a 1. That's a 2. Come on. Come on, Myxo. This is now 5 or 6, so this is 2 or 3, but that's great. That's 2, that's 6, that's 5. This is 4 by Sudoku. These squares are 2, 4, 7. Now, there's no 2 on this, we know that. Oh, no, we now know there's 2 on this one. What about this one? In fact, didn't this one have to have a 2 on it? Have I invented that? I think that's right. It's not... Yeah, this one... This is selected from the digits 1 to 7, so it must have 2 on it, and I now know where that 2 goes. So 2 is in this domino, so 2 is in one of those 3 cells, but not this one because of this 1, 2 pair. Now, where should we look next? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Why have I got a pencil marked? Oh, I see. Yes, that is a correctly pencil marked 3. Okay. And these can't be 4 for the same reason. There's sort of 3s and 4s in box 4 that are affecting this triple or this quadruple. Now, I think maybe this box. So we haven't placed 1, 3, and 7. And that's definitely a 7 then. Okay, I could have done that, obviously. I just didn't see it. Now this has got 1 on it. So we now know that this is a 1 to 6 rem band, the same as this one. And these are a 5-6 pair. Not a purple-green pair, but a 5-6 pair. So 5 is now up here. 6 is over there. And okay, I don't know quite what that means. Not sure. Well, okay, what's this domino? This is a domino that adds to 8 that is not 2, 6. So it's either 3, 5, which would have to be... Oh, it's not 3, 5, is it? Because of this 5, 6. So this is 1, 7, and we know the order. Beautiful. Beautiful. 7, 1. 1, 3. So 1 lives close to the corner. 7 lives down here at the bottom of column 7. 7 lives in one of these cells. 1 lives in one of these cells. It would be lovely to know if 1 lives on this line. Can that be? Can this be 1 to 6? Because this one being 1 to 6, this one being 1 to 6. Is it likely that's also 1 to 6? It doesn't feel likely to me, but perhaps it could be. Yeah, there's definitely no 8 on this one by Sudoku. This 8 and this 8 knock 8 off this. So this definitely has 2 on it, which we actually already knew. It's just whether it's got 1 on it as well. Okay. Yeah, we can do 8s. We can do some things with 8s. Where's 8 in box 7? And the answer is I don't know. But it's definitely in one of those 2 cells. Where is 8 now? In row 8. Now it can't repeat on this Ren band, so it's not here. It's not here, so it's got to be there. Which places it here by Sudoku. Oh, this is lovely, isn't it? Because now where is it in box 1? It can't go on a line that adds up to 7 because we can't accompany it with -1. So that's 8. So this is 8. I feel like we've done all the 8s, and we have. Okay. Maybe I should have started with 9s then. I don't know. Can I do better with 9s than I've actually done? I might be able to, because I can't put 9. I can never put 9s on lines. No, it's well, actually, no. I don't think I can do. Well, perhaps I can, but I'm not really seeing how I'm meant to do it. Okay, so let's just think again. This domino adds up to 7. It's not 3, 4. So this is either 1, 6 in that order, or it's 2, 5 in either order. I'm going to claim. So so there's sort of. Oh, in fact, there is. Okay. So where's 9 in column? Oh, where's 9 in column 2? That's just been available forever. I just didn't think to look at it that way. So this is 9 now in box 2. How many 9s have I got? Should we make all the 9s red in case that helps us to understand what? Yeah, that helps me understand. This is a 9. So that's definitely not a 9. And okay, so there's an X-wing of 9s left. Yeah, oh, that is beautiful. Look at this. Look at what Myxo's done here. So, let me just check I haven't messed up the Sudoku. I don't think I have. I think the 2 9s left in the puzzle are in this 2x2, which means they're either arranged like this or like this. Now, if they were like that, there'd be 2 9s on this Renban. So they can't be like that. They've got to be like that. And that's all the 9s now. So we've done all the 9s. We can sort of tidy up the markings. Okay. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. This box 7, haven't got 5, 6 and 7. So let's put those in. This is not 7. So there's a 5, 6 pair in the column. So this top digit must be 1, 2 or 3, and it's not 3. Ah. So, oh, okay, maybe that's been available. 4 must be in one of those 2 cells in box 1. And whichever of 5 and 6 is not used on this domino. So these are from 4, 5 and 6. Ah, this 1. There we go. 1 goes here, 2 goes here. So I can't put 1 on this domino, so it is 2, 5, and I know the order. And again, I think I could have done that with a little more alacrity if I'd been more precise and thought about it, you know, in the perfectly right way, which is something that I wish I did more often. But we solve as we can. Now, okay, what do we need in row 3? 4 and 6. Oh, bother. Okay, I think that's actually not resolved. I thought this line would resolve it. That's therefore 5 or 3, isn't it? Feels like that should be resolved, but oh, is it? No, maybe it's not. Okay, let's try something else. We can do the top of that digit at the top of the column 4. Column 8 has got to be a 4. So that's 4, that's 6. Maybe column 7? 3, 5, 7 left to place. So this is 3 or 5. These are 3. This is a 3, 7 pair. Yeah, where's 5 in column 7? That's doable. 5's in a domino in box 2, but these squares, they're now sort of, oh, this is a 6. So that's a 4, that's a 5. These squares here are 3, 6, 7, which we can do. Well, we can do some of them. This is a 1 or a 2, so it must be a 2. This is a 1. This is a 3 now, that's a 2. Okay, so we get left with a 1, 4 pair, a 5, 6 pair, a 3, 7 pair. This digit's definitely doable. That seems to be a 3. Oh! Yeah, no 3 in the corner for us. No, there is definitely not a 3 in the corner in this puzzle unless I've made an error. This is a 1, 4 pair, which actually creates a 1, 4 pair in row 8. Look, so this isn't a 1. And now, where shall we look next? Let's tidy up this 3, 7 in case that's helpful. Oh, I tell you, this can't be a 3, can it? Because we had that earlier X-swing on 3s. In fact, I'm now seeing that's completely unwound. So we can put all of those in. This is one of these puzzles that I think is so... It's so brilliant, because it's not that it's monstrously hard, but it is exquisitely set. The way that the numbers interact with each other is just beautiful. I've now got a 5, 6 pair on this Renban, so we can't repeat those digits. So they are 7 and 4 now, which means this is 5. Okay, that's probably helpful. He says, desperately trying to see why. Right. No, I haven't got it. I still haven't got it. Why haven't I got it? Where is 7 can't repeat on here, can it? So 7, which we knew anyway. Oh, look, there's a sort of X-wing of 7s. Where's 7 in this column? 7's got to go there. And the bottom row, we need 1, 2 and 4 into it. So this square's 2 or 4, this square's 1 or 2. And this, oh, the 3 at the bottom's doing it. That's good, because I was sort of starting to look at that and getting a bit concerned. But that's it. Oh, no. I didn't think I was getting a 3 in the corner. I'm not getting... Why have I put 3 there? These were 4s. Silly Simon. Actually, I was lucky then, because it was only the confetti going off that made me realise I typed the wrong digit in. Now, oh, I see. So now 1 is not on this Renban, which means it is the digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 4, 5, and 6. Where's 4 on it? That's not looking good, because this 4. Oh no! Have I made a total boo-boo? I don't like the look of this at all. I need to be... Have I got... Did I do the ones and the... I've done the ones... That's a relief. Okay. So not only did the 3 in the corner trigger something, but then when I did the 1s and 4s, I couldn't do them, and I realised I couldn't put 4 on this, and I was like, this can't be right. But we could do this. We could either use this and do it properly, which would be this way round. And now I can put 4 in here, which is a big relief. Because these are, well, this is a 2. This is from 4, 5 and 6. So this digit here is known. That's got to be 6, 6, 5. 5, 5, 6. 5, 6, 4. Yeah, the other way I could have got that is noting that had to have a 4 on it and using that to fix the 1s and the 4s. But well, that's probably correct, isn't it? Let's hope so. Let's double click all our 7s and make them all green. Yellows did become 8s at the end of the day, so let's double click those and click tick. Fantastic puzzle. It is exquisite. That is exquisite. It is. I mean, I really hope the comments do justice to how clever I think that puzzle is. I'm very relieved it's only taken me 42 minutes. So where are we time-wise now? Nearly 6:30. So I should be fine. It should be Friday now. I don't have internet troubles. We should be good for a 8:30 launch. Thank you very much for watching. If you are still watching, let me know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.